Well, Carlos, if we could start with you, please. Welcome home. Have you had more attention now that you're the only Spanish driver on the grid?
Honestly, I don't feel it. I don't feel like I get more or less attention. Probably this weekend I'll be quite busy, but it's not something that really affects me much, or not something I'm noticing in particular. And if it does happen, I guess it's not a bad thing.
You finished in the points every time you've raced here in Barcelona. How confident are you of continuing that trend this weekend?
Well, I think one of the main reasons to that also is because this track always has suited the car I was racing with. Yeah, I think I've struggled in the past with top speeds and long straights in the cars that I've been racing with, and in Barcelona always that deficit was reduced. So it meant my cars that I was racing here were a bit better. But also I think I've always been comfortable in this track. I've had some success also in lower categories. I like the track, I like the challenge, I like racing with the fans behind me. I think after this weekend after this week, what happened to Liverpool, you can also see that having a crowd behind you can also help, and yeah, at least to me, I think it also helps.
George, coming on to you, it's been a difficult start for you and the team this year. How important is this race in establishing a development path for the car? Are you aware of anything new?
Well, there was a few things on the plan, but unfortunately after the incidents in Baku, it sort of shuffled things back a bit. But it's normal. Every race we have sort of some things to test, and at the moment we're probably slightly different to other teams. We're trying to test to fully understand our limitations and try and bring something greater, probably a bit further down the line, because obviously we are quite far behind at the moment, and we need to find a sizable chunk.
Pierre, coming on to you, we've seen progress from you at every Grand Prix this year. You've been chipping away with it, but I wondered if you could just give us a little bit more detail on what have been the issues with the car, and is it now more to your liking?
Quite a lot of things happened since the beginning of the season, I think. Overall, things don't really come our way so far, but yeah, we can see progress. I can feel I'm getting more comfortable inside the car. The direction that we are taking are working and making me feel better. So I think we saw some progress in Baku. We had penalties. Unfortunately, I had to retire in the race, but I think we're going in the right direction. Yeah.
Valtteri, coming on to you. World Championship leader, best ever start to a season, double the number of points as this time last year. Now, people look for a reason as to why things happen. Do you have an explanation as to why things are going so much better this year than last year?
Well, of course, there's many things in this sport that can affect, for sure. Sometimes you're more lucky as well, sometimes very much less so. But I honestly think for me is why I've been able to improve year by year is really work with the team, work with my ability, focus on all the single details, and if you work hard, it's only a matter of time that things will start to go right. Obviously I'm pleased for the season how it has been started compared to recent ones. So that's very positive, but also one of the things is as a team, the level we've been able to perform in these first 4 races is been really impressive. So it's not only me, it's also the team, but it's a good battle with Lewis at the moment.
So we're heading into race 5. What's the mood in the Ferrari camp?
Good.
You've got a lot of upgrades coming this weekend. Do you need a faster car or a more drivable car? What are you hoping from these upgrades?
Well, we hope to improve the car, obviously. We've brought and introduced some bits in Baku already last race, and another set of new parts here. So obviously we want to make the car faster. Here and there, I think we were reasonably quick, but not quick enough overall to put the cars in the front row in every event. So we're lacking a little bit, but I think overall the package is promising. We know that we have a strong car. We struggled a bit to put it together, so to answer your question, probably a bit of both.
Question to all 5, please. It seems very possible that this could be the last time we have the Spanish Grand Prix at Barcelona. It's possible that since a race at Zandvoort, a Dutch Grand Prix, could replace it in the future. We'd just like to know what you all think about the prospect of an F1 race at Zandvoort and what you would miss about this place.
I think it would be quite a shock to lose the Spanish Grand Prix, because Barcelona is probably the track where we have all most driven on since like Formula 4, Formula Renault, all the categories. Hopefully an agreement can be found, and I don't mind to have more races. I like races, I like racing, so hopefully we can get the two in the calendar. And Zandvoort is pretty exciting if it happens. It's really narrow track. Been there only once, but really challenging on the driving side. So I think to put some F1 car there will be pretty cool and exciting.
Well, yeah, obviously, for me, it would be a big loss in the calendar. But as far as I know, negotiations are still ongoing, and nothing has been confirmed. So yeah, from here, just wishing that all the institutions are gonna do their job. They're gonna agree on something. I think it's in the own benefit of Barcelona, of Spain, of Formula One. I think Spanish Grand Prix has a lot of history in Formula One. I think this track has a lot of history in Formula One, and it would be a big shame to lose it. So hopefully they can agree on something, and maybe not next year because it's too late, or hopefully yes, just agree on something on the future.
Yeah, I think it would be a real shame to lose this circuit, as it's really a great one. But on the other hand, Zandvoort's probably in my top 5 favourite circuits. I think it's a really incredible circuit. It's got so much character, and obviously safety is extremely important these days in Formula One. But I just truly hope that we don't get rid of the gravel runoffs in Zandvoort in the 2 high-speed corners, because that's what makes that circuit so daunting and what makes it so incredible to drive. So like I said, it would be a shame to lose Barcelona, but equally I'd be very excited to race in Zandvoort.
It's been reported in the media that the Brazilian Grand Prix, the future of the Brazilian Grand Prix, and it's been speculated that maybe a move to Rio is on the cards.
Yeah, I think same thing in Sao Paulo. There's obviously a lot of history in Formula 1. Many great races has been done. Many I remember seeing as a kid and so on. But Rio would be nice. I've been there once, and it's a beautiful place. So obviously no idea for me either what's happening behind the scenes, but I'd be there for sure.
I think it's a shock. I think Interlagos is a great place, a lot of history. I think the old track in Interlagos is even better than the current one, but I couldn't think of anything other than maybe the track being a little bit short that Interlagos is or was missing. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the last race we have there. Who knows in the future if we go back, but it's a great place, so it's a real shame. I'm sort of a fan hanging on to old things, so yeah, it would be nice to go back very soon. Maybe have 2 races in Brazil, since the crowd is usually quite amazing. So,
Sepp, you have compared your Ferrari with a Rubik cube, and you are confident that Ferrari guys are so clever they can fix the parts in the right direction. Are you confident that they fix it this weekend?
You mean the Rubik cube or the car?
Both, please.
The car, I've tried the Rubik cube.
Easy.
Yeah, I've tried as well. Easy, sub 2 minutes. Well, I think we have a lot of clever people on board. As I said before, I think this track will be interesting for us because the car was really working well pre-season. So we will see how it works this weekend, but and how it feels in comparison. But we're working flat out, trying to make sure that we have the fastest car on the grid and we win all the races that are left.